Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back. My name is Natalie. If this is the first time that you're watching my videos, thank you for stopping by. I hope that if you enjoy what I do and share here on this channel, you can subscribe and share it with your friends. So first of all, happy Lunar New Year to everyone that's celebrating. We just had our Aquarius new moon. Also, that is the first day of Lunar New Year. So wishing you all the best, good health, happiness, love, and abundance in the year of Young Wood Dragon. So back to this video's content. In this video, we are going to talk about the astrology of this upcoming week from February 12 to 18. So apologize, a little slight delay. The day that I'm recording and uploading this video, it will be Monday the 12th already. So hopefully you're watching on Monday night or Tuesday, so you can still know what's to come. Anyway, so let's begin. So this week astrology actually start on tomorrow, the 13th, on Tuesday. So Tuesday on February 13, 2:05 p.m. Hong Kong time or 1:05 a.m. Eastern time, Mars will enter the sign of Aquarius. So depending on where you are in the world, the time might be a bit different. Mars in Aquarius is a great transit for problem solvings. So the Aquarian energy is a fixed air sign, it's airy, it's brainy. It talks about our mind, our thoughts, the way we process and communicate information, right? So during this transit, we might feel more eager or we might feel more motivated to problem solving, to brainstorms idea. Aquarius transit with Mercury in Aquarius is definitely a great time, which we still have a little bit left. It's a great time to exchange ideas, talking it with your friends, soundboarding ideas with each other. With Mars in Aquarius, there's a little bit of similarity, right? But Mars is the energy of taking action, right? It's that fiery go energy, right? So this energy of Mars in Aquarius can definitely help us to collaborate with each other, exchange ideas, maybe act upon those ideas, right? Mars is that action-taking energy. So during this transit, you might find yourself not just thinking about it, but actually maybe taking inspired action on those ideas, right? Whether this is action as in talking it with another person, right? Seeking that collaboration, or you yourself might really experimenting that idea, doing more research, right? Aquarius is that intellectual energy too. This might be you researching that idea to see how you can really bring it into the reality, right? To take action upon it. So this is definitely a great time to do that. Aquarius is also the sign of humanitarian. Aquarius is the energy of the collective. It's not just your individual self, but more about how can you shine your light in the collective and help each other to do that, inspire each other to do that, and to shine this collective light together to amplify that energy. So during this Mars in Aquarius transit, you might find yourself wanting to join a community, to join a cause, right? Join that community, join the organization, or start one to fight for what you believe in, right? To fight for what you stand for and contribute to that collective community force, right? To bring in that collective energy, right? Because it's all about Mars, right? It's that action-seeking, action-taking energy. So during this transit, you might feel drawn to contribute in some way, shape, or form to the collective power, the community. And Mars will stay in Aquarius until March 22nd. And the next day, February 14, which in the modern world, in the world that we're in, the time that we're living in, is known as Valentine's Day, the day that we celebrate and express our love to each another, right? And here I am with Mercury in Scorpio. I have to tell you the truth, me included, right? subscribe to the Hallmark tradition, where we celebrate this day, you know, pouring out our love, you know, finding the best perfect Hallmark card to express our love to the other person. Or maybe this is not to your boyfriend, girlfriend, or person, but this is to the one, your loved ones, right? It can be whoever you want it to be. And shower them with maybe Valentine's Day chocolate, treats, presents, cards, and so on and so forth. But in the past, I think 5-6 years, as I dig deeper into more awareness into what is every holiday, like the real origin behind all these celebrations, right? To not just subscribe to this very heavily marketed, advertised world that we're living in, but to be more curious and be a bit more aware with what is really happening. So here's me bursting your bubble, and I'm sorry. You can click away if you want to right now, if you still want to celebrate that Hallmark Valentine's Day. But the origin of this Valentine's Day date back to ancient Rome, when the ancient Romans celebrate a feast during the mid-February, which is a 3-day celebration known as the Feast of Lupercalia. So it was a bloody and sexually charged celebration. It was a 3-day feast of celebration with a lot of blood sacrifice with animals, and also with random matchmaking and coupling. And the whole idea of this feast is to ward off evil spirits and to increase fertility, right? So later on, with the influence of Christianity, the Madame of Saint Valentine's, we have, you know, later on slowly the day switch a little bit, you know, influenced by this Christianity energy, and it morphed into something different. And over the past few centuries, with our history continue to develop and advance with all these romantic poets, writers, and later on influencer, we then now have today Valentine's Day, where it is heavily capitalized and marketed with all this Hallmark card tradition and chocolates and celebration, to what we know as a day to celebrate and express our love. But behind it all is that bloody, sexually charged Roman tradition. So I don't know about you, but after I found that out, I'm like, ugh, maybe it's not as romantic as I think it's. Do I still want to celebrate it? And if I truly love that person, do I need to pick that one day in a year to express my love? Or can it just be love day every day, to tell them how much I love and appreciate them every single day, right? Instead of having that one particular day where I, you know, subscribe to all those different things. That is it really necessary after all? And I'm so sorry if I burst your bubble and deliver all this truth to you, but it's my channel, right? So I want to tell you what I want to tell you, and it is up to you, free will, to take whatever action you on. Do celebrate it if it resonates with you, right? So do you, and I will do me. I just want to share this all so that we actually know what we're doing, instead of just blindly subscribing to what's given to us and what is advertised to us, right? So yeah, this is Valentine's Day. So not just to tell you what the real Valentine's Day is all about, but today we do have an aspect that really resonate with the old tradition, ancient Roman celebration, the Feast of Lupercalia, because today on the 14th, Mars, after it enters the sign of Aquarius, it immediately conjunct 0 degrees Pluto in Aquarius as well. So Mars and Pluto conjuncting together, to be honest, is very volatile. It can be an eruption of violence, rage, anger, conflict, tension, aggression. So yeah, it does resemble the ancient Roman feast, but you know, I'm not saying that we'll do that today, you know, of course, But today with Mars conjuncting Pluto, you might feel this intense fire or tension, anger even bubbling up within you, right? Maybe you have been feeling it, you know, the past couple of days. Something is really bothering you, and you might you or people around you might feel more on edge today or this couple of days. So maybe do reschedule your Valentine's celebration if you are celebrating it. Just saying, because this week astrology is very volatile in general, so might not be the best lovey-dovey day to celebrate that. And so back to this Mars conjunct Pluto, right? This is the first time that we will have this conjunction. And we already previously have the Sun and Mercury conjuncting Pluto, which is also very, you know, groundbreaking, you know, with those energies. So now we have Mars. Mars is the warrior planet. It talks about our aggression, our anger. It talks about fire. It talks about wars, unfortunately. So Mars do wakes up that primal animal instinct energy, and you will feel it, right? Definitely conjuncting Pluto, it even bring in that deeper layer of transformative rage that might be within some of us or all of us. I'm sure many of us are angry right now with what is happening around the world, and this might amplify that, because Pluto brings things up to the surface, right? Any suppressed rage, anger, discontentment that you have been feeling, this aspect might bring it all up to allow you to express it, explode it, so that you can actually flow through it, right? So in the sign of Aquarius, which is all about the collective, the power of people, humanitarian, to this week, definitely, I guarantee there's probably going to be some news, you know, breakthrough news about the wars that's happening around the world, which is very unfortunate. This is not something that I want to report on. This is not something I want to share. I want to share happy news, but we all know life is not always sunshine and rainbow, and to be an astrologer is to able to deliver all spectrum, the spectrum of all energy to you all, not to create fear, not to blindly optimize everything, but to let you know how the energy might feel like, to forecast it, what might happen, so that we can prepare ourselves for it, right? So just more how to say, just saying that this week, yeah, it might be a bit more tense than usual. You might find people around you a bit more impatient, might be more fiery and more on edge. So take care of your energy and be gentle with other people, because not everyone might notice this, and not everyone will pay attention to all this astrology forecast. That is why we all want to be here to share this with the collective, so that you all can have a heads up. Maybe share with others as well, so that you can know, so that you can prepare yourself and be aware of this energy. So while, and like I said, energy always goes both way, right? It's not good or bad, but they go both way. So on one side, this Mars-Pluto conjunction definitely can intensify violence, right? On a collective level, we might see, unfortunately, intensify of violence or wars that's happening right now. But while that happen, there can be also a bigger push for demonstration, right? Ceasefire. There might be an increase of protests to call for a ceasefire, right? These two will happen simultaneously, and you know, that's just what the energy is. But I want to remain optimistic and hope that the side that is calling for justice and ceasefire will win, will be more powerful than the one that is bringing in more violence and wars in for all of us, right? And on a personal level, this can be volatile, this can be violence, this can be you or people around you might explode, might just pop off and express their suppressed anger towards people, situation, or thing. This might be you, right? Maybe you have been suppressing some anger or discontentment that you are feeling about certain people, about certain situation. Who knows, right? It's Valentine's Day. This might be a day where you no longer want to take shit from the other person and break up, right? This might be the day where that person might do it to you, right? This energy goes both ways. So some people can definitely feel this energy, but there's also a healthier way to channel this energy. If you are not in a relationship, or if your relationship is healthy, but you might be feeling this fiery, edgy tension building up within your body, then what are you gonna do with it? Channel it in a healthy, productive way, right? Have a sweaty workout, go for a run, go dance it off, sing it off, scream it off, go do something to let that energy move through you, to flow it through, right? So this is also how we can channel that energy if we're feeling it within ourselves too. And this is also, like I said, the first time that we will have Mars conjuncting Pluto in the sign of Aquarius, because Pluto just entered Aquarius not long ago. And we will experience more of these Mars-Pluto conjunction later on, right? The next one will be January 2026. So it's about a little bit less than 2 years. So this might be, for some of us, this might be a time, how do you say, a marking time for you. Maybe something might take shape during this time, right? Mars is that action seeking and taking energy with Pluto. This might be the around the time that you might be starting something new. Check your Aquarius house. What is it about? Or maybe in general, you are starting something new. You might want to plant a seed, right, in an area of your life, and this seed will continue to grow, to unfold and develop in the next couple of years until we reach the next Mars-Pluto conjunction in January 2026. And between these time, this might be the time where you go do a deep dive of learning, working, experimenting, because this is that energy, that Mars and Aquarius energy, right, with Pluto together. This is that research, experimenting, researching, working, and learning energies, this air sign. So maybe this is you maybe taking a course, learning something new, continue to develop a skill that will take shape later on in 2026 January. Who knows? So make a mental note of that if that resonates with you. So big day, big energy for all of us. And then on February 17, we have Venus, the last personal planet that will enter the sign of Aquarius and conjunct Pluto. So let's talk about Venus in Aquarius first. So on February 17, 12:05 a.m. Hong Kong time, or February 16, 11:05 a.m. p.m. Sorry, probably p.m. Eastern time. So adjust the time according to where you are in the world. This is a social transit. Venus in Aquarius is social butterfly, in a way that it might not be the most romantic Venus transit, because Venus do talk about love, relationships, all kinds of one-on-one relationships. Venus in Aquarius is more of a friendship transit, right? This is a social transit. You might feel like you want to get together and hang out, spend time with like-minded people, your homies, right? During this transit, this is a brainy intellectual transit, right? This is also about the collective, Aquarius. So this Venus in Aquarius energy is going to be a slightly different, a little maybe not as romantic, right? If you really want to get romantic, wait till the next one when Venus enters Pisces. Okay, so that is romantic. But right now, maybe this is the friend phase, right? This might be the time where you're still dating, like starting to get to know each other, being friends first, which is nice, building that foundation to see if that person is your match or not. This might be a time where you're testing the water. This might be the time, if you are on the dating scene, this might be a time where you are talking to different people, right? You need to know what you want. So maybe during this Venus in Aquarius transit, for some of us that is maybe still single, or single ready to mingle phase, or if you're dating or whatnot, like not official yet, this might be a transit for you to just experiment, right? Be social, talk to different people, and in general, this might be a transit that you find yourself catching up with friends, spending more time being social networking, or with like-minded people. You want to find your people, find your tribe during this time. And that is how this Venus in Aquarius transit might feel like for you. And Venus will stay in Aquarius until March 12. All right. So right after Venus enter Aquarius, Venus will conjunct, just like Mars, conjunct Pluto in Aquarius at 0 degrees, and this energy will be feel out throughout the weekend, 17 and 18 as well. That's when this aspect will happen. Like I said, Venus is the third and final personal planet that will conjunct Pluto at 0 degrees in Aquarius, right? Because we had Mercury last week, and then we have Mars early this week, and by the weekend we have Venus. So this is this first chunk of February, and this whole Aquarius season is definitely quite powerful and loud for all of us, but more in a sense internally, because this is our personal planet that is interacting and sharing a kiss with Pluto. So this can be very internal and deep within each of us in our own ways, depending on where is all these energy happening in your own natal chart, right? In that Aquarius house. So take a look and see. So in more of a general sense, Venus conjuncting Pluto, this is very, even though Venus in Aquarius is, like I said, less romantic, dovey, lovey, gooey, romantic energy, but conjuncting Pluto, it's still bringing that more intense, more in-depth, more intimate craving energy, right? You want more, you want deeper, more intimate connection with people. This might be friends too, right? Not just your romantic partner, but your friends. You want friends that is on the same wavelength. You want friends that share the same course, share the same belief, right? Have the same mind, or have the same belief system with you, right? This aspect might be you craving that deeper connection with somebody and seeking that or exploring that with someone. You want to, and being in Aquarius, this is more, instead of that physical, intense, intimate aspect, you might be seeking relationships that you can both deeply understand each other, right? That air energy, that mental energy. Maybe this is also the aspect that you want to be with someone that both of you can be more vulnerable and open up and share more, right? Share more information about each other, whether it is you opening up to someone to let that person in, or vice versa, right? So this is that transit. So overall this week, if I can sum it all up, it's definitely you want to be more intentional with your words, with the actions that you take, right? And go slow. So after the astrology forecast, I want to end the video with the universe message for all of us this week. Wow. From the tarot deck, we have the Tower, we have Hermit, and King of Swords. I love this card that came out for us because this really resonates with the astrology, right? With all this heavy Plutonian aspect that we're having, this week can definitely be a wild card for some of us. There might be unexpected things that happen, and for some of us, definitely some, not all of us, but some of us, right? And on a collective level, I really hope and pray that is something that is more optimistic, but the astrology also suggests otherwise, right? It's possible. So please, if you can, keep sending that good positive energy to raise that brighter side of news to come in, right? But definitely this week can be quite big for some of us. You might be really having some breakthrough in relationships with people or situation. This might be a week where unfortunately something might happen, might catch you off guard, that require you to really go within to dig deep. What does it mean? Why is it happening, right? If this person breaks up with you, or you want to break up with somebody, or if sudden event take place in this week, instead of reacting, try to go within. I know it's hard, it's easier said than done, but go within and ask yourself, what is this person, this situation, this event that happened, that took place, is trying to tell me and teach me, right? To seek within and sit with that anger, aggression, if it comes up for you, if it bubbles up, right? Why is this happening? Is this trying to tell you or teach you something, right? Try to go deeper and look through that first layer of anger and tension, and to see beyond that, right? There might be some knowledge and wisdom behind all this anger, aggression, or conflict that come up for you, right? And from the Moonology card, we have full moon and Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Yes, this week definitely there's a lot of intense aspect happening, so please do take care of yourself. Self-care tool bag out is needed, okay? And we have last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. Yes, when the energy up in the sky is so intense, definitely make time for yourself to slow down, to go slow, right? If you can, if you feel overwhelmed, and if you can, take some time off. You don't have to keep your schedule so full and tight this week, definitely, right? And lastly, from the Oracle card, wow, we have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Yes, sometimes the universe gives us all this intense aspect because there's something we need to do, right? As human, sometimes we don't know when to let go. We don't know how to say no. We don't know when it is time for us to, let go or disassociate with things that's no longer serve us. Sometimes we need that divine intervention from the universe. And for some of us, this is that week. This is that week that the universe is like, okay, I see that you're still not doing it. Let me come and help you and just rip off the band-aid once and for all, right? So this week for some of us, this is definitely that. And maybe for some, this is things happen for a reason, right? This is telling you that maybe there's a bigger message behind what is happening. So like I said, if anything happened for you this week, just know that there's a bigger lesson behind it. It might be the universe redirection for you for something better, right? So I hope this message helps. Feel free to comment below. Let me know how you're feeling, how you're doing. Connect with me. And if you're interested to work with me, I offer all kinds of astrology reading. I also offer akashic and tarot readings and reiki energy healing sessions. So if you're interested, you want to work with me, all my information are in the description box below. Just click it. You can email me. You can also DM me over on the Instagram. I would love to connect with you over there as well. Take care of your energy and be gentle with yourself and others around you. I am wishing you all a great week ahead, and I'll see you next time.